Okay, welcome to the March 28th Thursday chat. We have a number of announcements and some of them with videos. Hopefully we'll be able to work all of this through. Faye Wolfgang is the one who usually does this, but we'll go without her. So we'll start with Carol Marlin. You had an announcement. Go ahead. Carol? I don't see you, but you will have to unmute yourself.
She's muted. Yeah, there she is.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I've been asked to make this announcement by the owners of Dedham Pharmacy. I know many of us use Dedham Pharmacy for many ways to get COVID vaccines or other vaccines, for the fact that they deliver so conveniently to us. And it's wonderful to have a local pharmacy. And they're in big trouble, as are many local pharmacies. And it's something called PBM, which are the new benefits that big pharmaceuticals like CVS and Walmart and things are just squeezing these local pharmacies, and it's done behind doors and secretly. And this is just a letter that I'm going to put in some cubbies that if you would like to send to our governor, it just put a stamp on it, read it, and if you agree that things like our local pharmacies should be protected, then I hope you'll help Dedham Pharmacy. So that's what I agreed to do, and I'm doing it. So okay, yes.
Right back now.
Okay.
Go ahead. Unmute. Good.
Most everybody is aware there's going to be an eclipse on the 8th of April, a week from Monday. And that I don't know whether people are aware of the dangers inherent in looking at it. It's going to be about 93% here. And you must have eclipse glasses if you look at it. And definitely shouldn't look at it with sunglasses. So I was wondering if Newbridge was going to lay in a supply of eclipse glasses for people.
That would be nice.
And put out general instructions. Don't look at it, even if it's cloudy. You shouldn't look at it without eclipse glasses, because the dangers of retinal damage are very real. So I just wanted to raise that and hope that I'm going to raise it at the Newbridge Members Association Council on Monday, and hope that they can, they've plenty of time and they're not that expensive as to buy eclipse glasses. But if Newbridge doesn't provide them and you want to look at it, you should go on Amazon or go to the drugstore and buy certified eclipse glasses. So that's really all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe when Matt and Jessica are on, they may make a comment about that. So we'll move on to Betty Shapiro.
Thanks, Jerry. Can you hear me? I'm using a different device.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I want to talk to folks to remind them about the Latke mix collection that is ongoing until April 8th. The box to contain the Latke mix that we will all donate is right outside the entrance to the Nosh store. I discovered myself when I went shopping for it that the packaging for a lot of the brands has changed. So you got to read the labels very carefully to make sure that you're buying Latke mix and not matzo ball mix, for example. But I do want to tell you that you really don't need to read the very fine print, because they all say kosher for Passover in year-round use. So not to worry about that. But I want to make the suggestion that perhaps for some people, it's difficult to get to the store. And how are you going to get the Latke mix to donate? Although you could buy it at the Nosh store. There's another way. You can order it online. And if you want to, you can have it sent to me at 27 Greystone Path. That's Cottage 27. And I will be happy to transport it to its ultimate destination. So
Mm.
whether you're here on campus or watching this program from elsewhere, you still have the opportunity to make that donation. And I want to thank you for your contributions that you've already made. The box is half full. I'm going to empty it to make room for more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Faye, are you prepared to show
Yes.
Michael's?
Okay, I'll cue you in, Faye. Thank you.
Okay, so
Alright.
go ahead, Michael Ross.
Newbridge is beginning its spring campaign for the Appreciation Fund. Those who have been at Newbridge for a year or more are familiar with it. For those who are new, let me briefly review its rationale and importance. Benita and I have been at Newbridge for almost 8 years. Though the staff has always played a vital role in our culture and community, the 3 years during the COVID pandemic have been even more remarkable. The staff has adapted itself to a far more difficult, very challenging environment and successfully reinvented multiple aspects of our community to make us even stronger. Food and beverage, security, maintenance, housekeeping, transportation, entertainment, faces we know and faces we don't, all working behind the scenes to support and enrich our lives. Our success and our culture as a community depends on their efforts. When we go to a restaurant, we tip. Newbridge does not allow any tipping or gifts to individual employees. We want and need to acknowledge those who contribute so much to our well-being. Newbridge has had an appreciation fund since its formation. Twice a year, we say thank you. We tip our hourly employees. Distributions from the appreciation fund are based exclusively on the number of hours an employee has worked during the preceding 6 months. In the fall, we showed a brief video that Bob Mesnick had prepared, which provides insight into the impact of the Appreciation Fund on our employees. I want to share that again. Faye?
Okay. It's funny, it isn't letting me do it.
Well, you are a co-host.
Yeah, but I have my screen open to it. And okay, let's see, maybe this is it. All right, see.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome to Newbridge, a place where life is a tapestry woven with experiences that enrich our days. Every day, our staff goes above and beyond to create an environment where residents feel valued, respected, and supported. From the delicious meals prepared with love to the engaging activities that bring smiles to our faces, their contributions touch every aspect of our lives. Showing appreciation to our staff is not just a courtesy, it's a strategic move that nurtures a healthy work environment, supports staff well-being, and contributes to the organization's overall success. It's an investment that yields a significant return in terms of engagement, loyalty, and positive outcomes.
What it means to some of the people you know here that, so unfortunately, even though the appreciation check means a grade to us, to some other people mean the world. Why? Because some of them don't have the means to pay for all they need to pay. Per se, a lot of them don't have any money to buy the meal for Christmas Day. They don't have the meal for New Year's Eve, or they don't have a meal for the day or for the night, whatever it is. There are a lot of people that are less fortunate than others in here. And I'm talking staff-wise.
Sending in your appreciation check is a simple yet powerful way to show your support and gratitude. Your participation speaks volumes about the value you place on the dedication and care that our staff members provide day in and day out.
Okay. Thank you. Many ask why we are raising money now when we just held the raffle for the Scholarship Fund. The Scholarship Fund is different. It is a recognition of the importance of education, giving a kickstart to help individuals grow to meet their potential. While the Scholarship Fund benefits approximately 10% of employees, the Appreciation Fund is a financial thank you to all our hourly employees. You will each receive a letter asking for your contribution. We hope that you will be able to contribute a minimum of $400 to $500 per person, or $800 to $1,000 for couples. When you do the arithmetic, this amounts to less than $3 per person per day, a small amount considering what our staff does for us. On behalf of the Appreciation Fund Committee, Alan Kanigsberg, Bob Orkan, Bob Brown, Jim Harrison, Helene Oppenheimer, and Jerry Sommers, I want to thank you in advance for your generosity. Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you. Christina Rice, and you're all set to show your screen.
All right, give me just 1 second. No. No. All right. Can you see my screen? No.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to give. So sorry about that. So I just want to talk and give a couple updates about the resident satisfaction survey. So it has been quite a while since we've done this survey. Usually this is something that we do every year, but since COVID happened, we haven't been able to do so. So the survey is going to be running on April 8th. It'll last for 2 weeks long. It'll be April 8th through April 21st. And this is an opportunity to hear what's going well and where we can improve. I'm so sorry. We're home with the stomach bug, so please forgive me. I just wanted to make sure everyone's aware about the survey. So this survey is so important. This is a time for you to be able to share your feedback, the good, the bad, where we can improve, and really what shapes our programs and services that we offer. So when talking with people in the community, that's the first question that people have been asking me. And this is really a chance for your voice to be heard. So please take the time to do the survey. So the biggest change through surveys in the past is that this survey is going to be 100% electronic. This is going to create some challenges for some people, and we are aware of that. So we are going to do the best we can to help you in any way that we can. So if any challenges come up, you can always email and reach out to me directly. We also have an HSL at Harvard email, and you can also go there. I apologize. I'm very sorry. So the way that we take the survey, there are 3 options. You can click on the direct link that will come from Activated Insights. Activated Insights is the company, the third-party company that we're using to run the survey. So this is by far the easiest way to take the survey is by clicking on that direct link in the email. This will forgo the piece of the survey where you need to enter survey code. So the second option in taking the survey is there will be these flyers posted around, which will have a QR code. If you're not familiar with a QR code, you simply use a smart device, an iPad, iPhone, Android, and you take a picture of that code. And instead of clicking on the button to click the actual photo, a link will come up and that will bring you directly to the survey's website. Now, if you do the second or the third option, you will need to enter a survey code, and I'll get into what a survey code is in just a minute. And the third option is going to the website link directly, which is oursurvey.com, .care, excuse me, at HSL, and then you'll enter your survey code as well. So the survey code is specific to each and every resident. It's your first name, your last name, and your apartment number. The first letter of each name is going to be capitalized, and there are no spaces. So if I lived at Newbridge, it would be Christina Rice. We'll say 5,000 is my apartment number. So a capital C, a capital R, and then my apartment number, 5,000. With this, it's full names, no nicknames. So Mike, it's going to be Michael if Michael is your first name, Tom, Thomas, so on and so forth. And this is probably the trickiest part about the survey is entering your correct survey code. So if for some reason you're not getting it or you're having a hard time, you can absolutely check it at the concierge desk. There are few ways to help with a survey session. There's going to be 1 hour offered every single day for the 2 weeks of the entire survey. Those will be posted at all of the mailboxes as well as available on Touchdown and on the weekly programming calendars. Most of them will be held by the fireplace, with a few of them down in the Winter Garden. And then you can also sign up for one-on-one individual help, and that will be via the TRIP hotline. So you can call the TRIP hotline, and then Joe will add you to the list, and I'll follow up directly with you. And then lastly, we have found that most oftentimes we have the best success with surveys when we give you a sweet treat. So we will be having an ice cream party on Thursday, April 4th at 1:30 to 3, so that everyone will have enough time to get back to their Zoom at 3:30. That will be downstairs in the Winter Garden. If you fill out your survey beforehand, obviously we welcome you down to come and have ice cream, but it's a great chance to get some help, socialize, and have a sweet treat while we're filling out the surveys. Just some additional facts. All residents must fill out the survey. So if there are 2 people living in the apartment, 2 residents, you'll have 2 surveys to fill out. Any question can be skipped. You do not have to answer it if you do not want to. It's about 44-minute questions long, excuse me, which sounds like a lot, but it really only takes 10 minutes. There's an option where you can leave a testimonial, but that is not required. And the survey is confidential unless you're leaving that testimonial. So once you leave that testimony, it will ask for your name, and then it will no longer be confidential. The survey is available in 4 different languages: English, Russian, Haitian Creole, and Spanish. And then again, all flyers are available on Touchdown and will be posted at the mailboxes. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can email me, call me, or you can simply email that resident satisfaction survey at hsl.harvard.edu, and then they will get that information or that what challenge you're having back to me as well. Again, I apologize for the screaming. I'm very sorry. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Tara Fleming Caruso was down to make an announcement, but Lori Feldman is going to act in her place. Go ahead, Lori.
Great. Thanks so much, Jerry. Hi, everyone. I am here to remind you that there is a Cafe Connect coming up next week. And just so you know, Cafe Connect is a social experience for those living with memory changes, and their care partners are welcome. So we are holding this on Tuesday, April 2nd from 2 to 3 p.m. in the synagogue. And this month's guest will be Steve Gintz, who is a music therapist. And we actually have had him here before, and it was a lot of fun. There will be light refreshments, and if you're interested, please, anyone can come, but we appreciate you RSVPing to the hotline at 49218. And also keep an eye out for a video of Steve in action that will be embedded in Matt's letter tomorrow. Thanks very much. Hope to see you.
Okay, thank you. And so now Eileen O'Donoghue and Josh Ferrara.
Hi, everybody. First of all, I want to say a big thank you, not only for the Cuban night, for showing up for the Cuban night last night, but also for the Purim dinner on Sunday as well. So thank you very much. I hope you all had fun. We did. Now, what I am going to myself and Josh are going to talk about Passover. I'm going to give you the timeline, and then Josh is kind of going to go into a little bit more details. I said this last week as well, so here goes. So on Wednesday, April 17th, we're actually going to have a dairy night in Great Meadow Hall. And the Nosh will actually be closed for the evening. It'll be open up till 2 o'clock for lunch, but after that, then it will be closed. And we will have dairy night on April 17th in Great Meadow Hall. On April 18th, we're actually cash routing the kitchen. So that kitchen will be closed, Nosh will be closed all day long on April 18th. The store will still be opened, and if somebody's looking for any kosher sandwiches or snacks or anything like that, we will have them in the store. On April 19th, we'll be back opened in Nosh, but it will be kosher for Passover. And then on April 22nd, that's the first night of Nosh, our first night of Passover. We will have, the Nosh will be open till 2 o'clock for lunch, and then we will close down Nosh, and we will have our Seders in Great Meadow Hall. Doors open at 5:30. The service starts at 6 and dinner to follow. And then on April 23rd, which is a Tuesday, that's the second night of Passover, we will also be welcoming assisted living members to join us in Great Meadow Hall. And the same thing, Nosh will be opened on the 23rd till 2 p.m. We will close Nosh. We will then proceed to Great Meadow Hall. Doors will open at 5:30. Service starts at 6. And after service, we will proceed with the dinner. I think that's it for all my end on the timeline. The biggest thing is that the Nosh will be closed on April 18th for the cash routing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Josh?
Eileen. Yeah, thank you very much. And again, all the information that we're sharing, the summarizing, this information will be available in the weekly dining communications, in the culinary corner, and also on the dining website. And before I get into a few more details, I also wanted to thank the community for all the feedback from Purim and Cuban Night. The amount of emails and well wishes, we really appreciate it. Eileen and I have done our best to share with the team, but we didn't want to overload their inboxes. So it sounds like the community had a really fun time with those events. We collaborated and coordinated with the community life on the concert last night for the Cuban Night, and it really was a spectacular time. So thank you, everyone. In regards to the Seders that Eileen mentioned, I'm going to give some more detailed information. I am going to summarize a little bit. Again, this information will go out in the dining communications and will also be available on the dining website. First of all, you may begin to reserve a table and make your meal selections for the Seders beginning Monday, April 1st, with a deadline of Monday, April 15th. So and I'll explain the process a little bit. But the ability to reserve a table and to make your order selections for the Seders begins this Monday, April 1st, with a deadline of Monday, April 15th. The menus, dates, and times of the Seders will be in the Passover dining preview on the dining website and in the dining communications packet. There will be two options for reserving a table and placing your orders for the Seders. It will be available electronically on the dining website under upcoming events, or you will have the option to submit a paper order form found in the weekly dining communication packet. You will simply just follow the instructions that are printed on the form along with the menu on where you can drop that off and what the instructions are. A couple of new things this year. Once you reserve a table and you are registered for the Seder, there will be a $25 fee for canceling once that registration is confirmed. You will be receiving confirmation emails as you reserve your tables. Subsequently, all meals ordered will be charged on Friday, April 19th. That is the Friday before the first and second Seders. Once those meal charges are applied, they would be non-refundable. Residents can sign up and select menu options for themselves and any family members or non-resident guests. Residents can request to be seated with other residents as long as the other residents have submitted their own registration form. Tables will see a maximum of 10 people, 1 table per household. And if you are less than 10, you may be seated with other residents or guests. And lastly, any questions that come about, we're hitting you with a lot of information. So there is a form on the dining website at the bottom of each and every page on the dining website for questions, and you can submit it that way. I also have included Chelsea's extension and my extension as well. We will handle the bulk of the questions that come up in regards to the Seders, the ordering process, menus, and whatnot. Thank you, Jerry. And I'm sure there'll be at least a few questions now.
There are a few. We'll start with Sharon Gouveia.
Sure.
I'm kind of jumping in here with all of the information about the Seder and all the planning that's being done by Food and Beverage. I just want to remind everybody that we also are having the wine down in April. It will be on April 15th at 4 o'clock. And as per usual, we're taking our show on the road and we are going to Italy this month. So please come and attend and have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.
Sid,
We're
Sid, say something.
going to have the first Seder here at our cottage with her family. To order the meals, I assume we're going to be ordering the meals for here. How do we do that as far as number of people?
That's a great question, Sid, and we'll have more information on that as we get closer. You will be able to order up to a certain maximum of to-go meals, similar to the current process, ordering by 2 o'clock. If it's more than a certain number of meals, then you would refer to the bulk order, which will also be available and included in the dining communications packet. I believe in previous year, the maximum number for the to-goes was 6 per household. If you were going to do more than 6, we would refer you to the bulk ordering form. Again, thank you for bringing that up, and I'm sure that will come up, and we will share that information as well, Sid.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anna Marcus. Anna Marcus, go ahead.
Exactly the opposite question. What if you don't have family or a group that you're joining? Will there be an opportunity for individuals to join another table or to participate?
Oh, Anna, thank you so much. 100%. You can sign up one person, you can sign up 2 people. We will have the tables set for a maximum of 10, and we will do our best to maximize and, fill those tables up most certainly. Obviously, unless someone were not to show up or something to that effect, but we will manage the tables and put them together and build them. That's a great question, Anna. And we will make it as communal as possible. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rabbi Judy.
Thank you. I would like to make 2 non-Passover announcements. The first is regarding, actually both of them are about tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1:30 in Great Meadow Hall, we're going to have 2 guest speakers who come from American Physicians Fellowship, which is an organization that our resident David Rosenthal was one of the key founders of many years ago. And it's an organization that sends volunteer physicians to volunteer in Israel, also to participate in research and in learning and teaching. And we're going to be hearing from Dr. Anton Sherbina, who has volunteered in Israel since October 7th, and also from the organization's director, Amir Goldstein, who has been several times during this period of time. Oops, sorry about that. And it should be really interesting, and that will be at 1:30 in Great Meadow Hall. There'll be time to go home and rest up. And then at 5 o'clock, we'll have our regular Shabbat service. I will be there, and we'll be having a new leader leading with me. Her name is Lisa Stern. She's a rabbinical student at the Hebrew College Rabbinical School, and I hope that you'll come and hear her leading and giving the sermon, and I'd love to see you there. Those are my announcements just for tomorrow. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So now we move on to Matt, who is calling in from the outside and has said that Jessica Coleman will take the lead. So go ahead, Jessica.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone's enjoying this very rainy, wet Thursday. We do just have a few announcements. First, I hope that all of you will join us on Saturday, April 6th at 2 p.m. in Great Meadow Hall. The Community Life team, along with the Hospitality Committee, will be doing the first Saturday social, which is going to be Newbridge Connections. This has happened in the past, and we got a lot of good feedback that people really enjoyed the program, and it was very engaging. So I really hope that I see you all there. Again, it's Saturday, April 6th, and it's at 2 p.m. in the Great Meadow Hall. Also, beginning Monday, April 1st, our engineering team will be servicing the heat pumps in everyone's apartments. So they will be coming in. You do not need to be home for them to do this. It will go out tomorrow in the Matt's letter, but on Monday, April 1st, we'll be doing 1,000, 2,000, and the 5,000 building, all floors. So if you live there, expect the engineering team to come in and check out your heat pump. On Tuesday, we'll be doing floors 1 through 3 in the 3,000 building. Wednesday, we'll be doing the 4,000 building, floors 1 through 4. And Thursday, April 4th, we'll be doing the 6,000 building. So I don't expect anybody to remember all that. So that'll be coming out as an attachment to the weekly letter tomorrow. Also, Josh and Eileen updated us on all this wonderful things that are happening with our dining department. And I just wanted to also say that this past week and a half, the entire dining team, so the supervisors, the managers, the wait staff, they all underwent a culture training with our Third Plus. And a lot of residents ended up participating and helping us with that. So I want to say thank you. But it was really unbelievable the work that was done and just the on-the-spot training that was given to all the staff to really help create just a culture of understanding, a culture of teamwork, working together. So thank you, Eileen and Josh, for really headlining that and making sure that our team all got the training that they need. I want to give an update on the COVID vaccine clinic. And I apologize because I do feel like every week we're mentioning this, but unfortunately we still do not have a date. I did speak with Dedham Pharmacy today and they are feeling very confident that it will happen in April, with April's right around the corner at this point. So as soon as we have a date, as soon as we know, we will absolutely let everybody know so you can plan. And we'll run the clinic like we have in the past. At this point, it's a well-run machine. We'll get you in scheduled. We'll have all the paperwork done ahead of time. So it'll be very easy for people to come down and get the vaccine. So more to come on that. At the moment, and I'm knocking, we don't have any COVID cases in independent living as well. Sid, do you have a question about the COVID vaccine?
I just wanted to say that for anyone that can get transportation over to Dedham Pharmacy or Birds Hill Pharmacy, which is in Needham, you can just walk in and get the COVID vaccine. You don't have to have an appointment. So if you can get over there you don't have to wait for the clinic here.
Great. Thank you, Sid. And that is important. And also I've had people reaching out asking if they should get the vaccine. That's really a question if you're not sure that you should speak to your physician about and make a plan with your physician if you are on the fence of whether you should get it or not. Also, I want to just mention parking in the garage. So as a reminder, you need to have a vehicle that is registered under your own name to have a space in the garage. We cannot have private caregivers parking in the garage. It's really, our security team works so hard to make sure that our building is as secure as it can be, and we need to know who's coming in and out. So we need private aides to be going in the front door. We can't be having them parking in the garage. The same with family. We really need to just have residents in your own vehicles that are registered to you parking in your spots. So any questions about that, please let myself know. Please let our security team know, and we're happy to walk you through that and give you more information. And I also wanted to mention the terrible events that are going on in Haiti right now. There's a lot of unrest. We have a lot of staff members who have family in Haiti, who have friends in Haiti, or just have a deep connection to Haiti. And so I think I asked during this time that we're all just really expressing some empathy for others. If we're seeing some of our staff members maybe down, we've let the supervisors and managers know that we're checking on our team members, making sure everyone's okay. And there will be kind of a larger plan as to how we can better show support for those employees. It just makes sure that, like this community always does, that we rally around each other and we really help support and be kind and just lend an ear, or just kind of give people a little bit of a pass if they're having a bad day sometimes. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there and let people know that we are working on ways that we're supporting our staff directly. And then the last thing for me, and I know it has been talked about a couple of times, but I really just want to say a huge thank you. Not only to the community who is showing up for programs and special dinners and making it so lively, but our housekeeping department who is, you know, behind the scenes, setting up Great Meadow Hall, breaking it down, our dining team who has been making wonderful creative meals, and our programming team who has really been bringing a lot of excitement and engagement. Just this past week, as Josh said, the comments that we've received from Cuban Night and also the Purim was just over the top. Everyone seemed to really be engaged and loved it. Thank you to Bob Mesnick, who always captures the best videos so that those of us who aren't able to attend can at least see them. But just a huge thank you for the team, all the departments working together and going above and beyond for those special events. So thank you.
Okay, so does Matt have anything to add before we move on?
I don't. Jessica, well done. Thank you very much. I think Jessica hit the nail on the head. You know, we have a large Haitian population of employees at work. And this is so hard for them because they can't even connect with their family members right now. And it's just been really challenging. And they're not talking about it, but they're coming to work and they're working hard. But we all know that the reality is that they're carrying this around with them. And that's incredibly difficult. So our spiritual life team has been heavily involved, as has HSL Corporate. And we're going to continue to figure out ways to support them. I mean, I say this all the time, it's family. So we got to make sure we take care of each other. And, you know, I know this community understands, but it's a big thing. And it has a very real impact on our community.
Okay, I guess that, I don't see any questions.
I
guess that wraps it up.
Wait, I have a question.
I don't wave your hand.
I waved it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Matt, is there some way we could know who those people are? Because I don't know.
It's a great question, Sandy. I don't think at this point they're comfortable sharing that. In fact, they're not incredibly forthcoming about what their feelings and how they're feeling about things right now. It's a tough situation because they don't even know how to help at this point to receive the help, because the airports are closed, the gangs are still overrunning the different areas. There's been no support system put in place whatsoever as of this time, which makes it incredibly difficult to even take the next step. So we're right now, the focus is on us as a leadership team, supporting them however we can. And from the resident standpoint, just having a little bit of leeway with them if they're having a bad day. We all go through bad days for different reasons.
I mean, what do they, are they just?
If their primary language is Haitian Creole, you can take that as a pretty good guess that, you know, they come from Haiti and that they've got family and loved ones that are there.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? Thank you very much. See you next week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.